So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going back again to the early 80s of General Hospital to talk about probably the most important, not say cameo character, but recurring character in GH history, Helena Cassidine. Now, Constance Towers has played Helena maybe for about 4 decades now, on and off. But the originator of the character was, of course, that soap opera lover, two-time Oscar winner, and overall great lady, Elizabeth Taylor. Now, Helena Cassidine, again, a fictionalized character in American soap opera General Hospital, famously originated by Taylor in November 1981. After a brief stint by Demetra Arliss in 96, Constance Towers took over the role in 97, as returned for periods of varying length nearly every year since. Now, a fan of the series and wildly popular supercouple Luke Spencer and Laura Weber, of course, Auntie Geary and Jeannie Francis, Taylor called then executive producer Gloria Monty in 81 and asked for a feature role. She was cast as Helena, the veteran widow of villain Mikos Cassidine, who had died at the hands of the Tony Geary character, Luke Spencer, at the end of the climax of that summer's popular Ice Princess storyline. Basically, he was frozen to death. Arriving on the canvas on November 10th, 81, Mrs. Mikos Cassidine sends her emissary to all the prominent citizens of Port Charles with invitations to attend this reception she is given. Luke and Laura's November 16th, 81 wedding featured Helena, was watched by 30 million viewers and remains the highest rated hour in American soap opera history. Taylor's last appearance as Helena aired on November 1981, where she had numerous scenes again with Tony Geary. Though gone, the character was mentioned several times in her absence until Demetra Arliss appeared briefly as the character on July 25th and 26th, 96. But when Constance Towers took over a role, a movie star in her own right, in several high-level B-movies of the 60s and 70s, she came in as Helena in December 19th, 97 and continued to stir the shit. Now, she's been featured again 96 to 2007, 09 to 17, 2018-20, and 22-23, and of course she returned to the canvas this May. Her last appearance was May 4th. Now, created by Gloria Monty and Tom Reseda, and introduced again by Monty in that famous 81. Now, she also appears in the book The Secret Life of Damien Spinelli, if you can find it. Now, in the 1980 storyline, and the other ones are too long to go into, but we'll keep to the key one. In the summer of 81, Luke, Laura, and Robert Scorpio foiled Mikos Cassidine's plot to freeze the world using a weather machine. And both Mikos and his brother Tony are killed, while their other brother Victor is arrested. Mikos' widow Helena appears in Port Charles just in time to curse Luke and Laura from the sidelines of their November 16th, 81 wedding. I think there was only 1 and 2 of the wedding party noticed she was there. Now, Laura later vanishes without trace in 82, leaving a devastated Luke to search for her. Presumed dead, Laura reappears in 83, having been kidnapped by the Cassidines in revenge. Told that Luke was dead, Laura had been first to marry Mikos and Helena's son Stavros Cassidine, who had fallen in love with her and eventually got her pregnant. She had a baby. She had returned to Port Charles upon learning that Luke was alive, followed by Stavros, who was ultimately killed, and Luke and Laura reunited. Discovering that Laura is pregnant with their first child, she and Luke leave town in 1984. So, from 1981, 19 years, 42 years, the Cassidines have been stirring the shit in Port Charles, either through their own relatives, either good or bad, or Helena or whatever. But the Edge of Night was known for his detective-style stories, but romance is a big part of General Hospital, but the international intrigue that they started again with the World Service Bureau and, Luke and Laura against the Cassidines, that's probably the greatest feud in soap opera history, Luke and Laura against Helena Cassidine. If there's one bigger, I don't know what it is because it's been going on for years. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can find some of Elizabeth Taylor's appearances on GH, it's quite interesting because she plays a little bit older than what she looks. At the time, she was playing kind of a woman in her 50s and 60s, and at the time, she didn't look it. Still in dynamite shape, especially losing all that weight after the John Warner years. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing here with our GH podcast, especially what I call the golden era from 77 to 83, please let us know what I like, comment, subscribe, and share. And thank you for supporting the GH podcast. We're getting a lot of hits, so keep it up. And if you'd like me to talk about something at GH, let me know with a request. Thanks for listening. And don't forget, don't drink the Yellowstone.